Hello and welcome to HW News. The COVID-19 cases in India are continuously rising. As of now, India has recorded more than 69 lakh COVID-19 cases and more than 1 lakh people have died in the country due to the deadly virus. It is not yet clear whether we are in community transmission stage or not. But remember the initial days. Right after the lockdown came into effect, that India saw what was being termed as super spreaders. These so-called super spreaders were Tablighi Jamaat members, foreigners, Indian Muslims who had attended the Markaz at Delhi. There were visuals flashing on the television channels, hundreds of Tablighi Jamaat members being taken out of Delhi's Nizamuddin Mosque. Many who attended the Markaz event in different states, their videos went viral on social media. Many accused them of hiding and spreading COVID-19. Well, a week after this, the Jamiat Ulema-e-Hind had moved the apex court on April 6, seeking direction to prevent what it claimed was the communalization of the Nizamuddin Markaz issue by certain section of the print and electronic media. On August 7, the centre had filed an affidavit in this regard in the Supreme Court. On Thursday, when the court was hearing the matter, the bench of CJI S.A. Bobde, Justice A.S. Bopanna and V. Ramasubramanian slammed the centre over its affidavit and called it evasive and brazen. What did the centre do to invite such a harsh criticism from the Supreme Court? What was in the affidavit? We will talk about it shortly. But before that, what was the Supreme Court's comment? Let's understand that. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta was representing the centre in the case. The bench rapped him, saying that the affidavit, which contained unnecessary and nonsensical averments with regards to media reporting on the issue. The bench was particularly agitated that the affidavit was drafted by a junior level officer. The court also sought an affidavit from a secretary level officer with details of steps taken in the past to stop the motivated media reporting in such cases. Replying to the original petition, the centre had in its affidavit mentioned that there are no such instances of bad reporting in terms of the Tablighi Jamaat issue. The Supreme Court took objection to it. Bar and bench quoted Chief Justice of India S.A. Bobde as saying, "You cannot treat the court how you are treating it. The affidavit is by some junior officer. The affidavit is evasive and says that the petitioner shows no instance of bad reporting. You may not agree, but how you can say there is no instance of bad reporting shown? Secretary of the department must file an affidavit and avoid any unnecessary and nonsensical averments as made now." Senior advocate Dushyant Dave, appearing for the Jamiat, told the court that the centre in its affidavit has stated that petitioners were trying to muzzle the freedom of speech and expression. Here, the bench noted, freedom of speech and expression is the most abused right in recent times. They are free to make any averments in their affidavit, like you are free to make any argument in yours. So, what was this affidavit that made the court so angry? Citing the press freedom, the centre has told the Supreme Court that the spread of COVID-19 among attendees of the Tablighi Jamaat convention in Nizamuddin Markaz, attacks on health workers by some sections, etc., were all matters of fact, and that the news reports based on these facts cannot be censored. It said that all the aforesaid facts are neither per se false nor per se fake. Though in isolated cases it may be exaggerated, news reports based on facts which are not prima facie, not per se false or fake, cannot be censored under Article 19(2) of the Constitution of India. Now, this is what the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting had said in the affidavit that was filed in the Supreme Court. The centre's affidavit also said that the plea raised grievances against certain section of media without naming any and certain news reports without producing these reports. Instead, it merely relied upon certain fact-checked news reports to contend that entire media is perpetrating communal disharmony and hatred towards Muslims and is therefore required to be censured or gagged. Where it further said that no relief should be granted on the basis of such general assertion, and it said that attempt to seek a blanket gag order against the entire media in respect of Markaz Nizamuddin will effectively destroy the freedom of the citizen to know about the affairs of the respective sections of the society in the nation and the right of the journalist to ensure an informed society. The government said that it is only per se false and fake news that do not enjoy constitutional protection of free speech and pointed to instances where the prosecution has been launched in individual cases of false reporting. Well, the Solicitor General has said that a fresh petition will be filed in this regard. The petitions will be taken up after 2 weeks. What is important to note here is even the Bombay High Court in the past had slammed the central government, the Maharashtra police, the state government and even the media houses. It said that there was a propaganda against the Tablighi Jamaat members run by news outlets. It slammed the Maharashtra police for acting mechanically and the state government for acting under political compulsions. It also said that a political government tries to find the scapegoat when there is a pandemic or calamity, and the circumstances show that there is a probability that these foreigners were chosen to make them scapegoats. What do you think about the Supreme Court's latest statement on this matter? Do let us know in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.